All high-performance teams have one thing in common: a high degree of mutual trust with each other. Working remotely has become the new norm, so creating and maintaining trust is even more critical. I'll tell you the 3 components you need to focus on in order to build trust so that you have a high-performing team. I'm Hector Wong, and I help leaders who are struggling and feeling overwhelmed to conquer their challenges and be confident in their role. To stay up to date with my latest videos and helpful tips, make sure to subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button. Building trust and relationships is much easier in a physical environment versus a virtual one. In an office, you have the advantage of having face-to-face interactions. You can walk over to someone's desk at any time you want and start up a conversation. In a virtual environment, you see each other at pre-appointed times. You don't know what the person was doing prior to your meeting, and it's less likely you'll linger around afterwards. There are less informal interactions with one another. To build trust in a virtual environment, you need to focus on 3 things. First, you need to get to know the other person by building a rapport with them. Do you know what they like to do outside of work? Where have they gone on vacation? This is also true between team members. How well do they know each other? Developing a relationship at work doesn't mean limiting yourself to only talking shop. Try to understand the other individual as a whole and not just as a worker in an organization. Second, define what the vision and expectations are for your team. While working on a common set of goals, people can become aligned on what they need to do, on what they can do to help each other become successful. This also helps them by providing guidance in making decisions and determining what actions to take. You also need to give them the autonomy to take the initiative and act on their own. Defining the vision and expectation helps clarify the direction everyone needs to follow. And third, communicate frequently, transparently, and honestly. Working remotely puts people in silos. When we're not in a virtual meeting or phone call, we'll be by ourselves, away from your fellow team members. By communicating often, people will be better informed and feel like they are still part of the team. This should ideally be done over video so that people can read non-visual cues. It's not always about what you say, but how you say it can have a bigger impact. By communicating transparently, you're showing that you trust people with the details you're providing them and that you are making efforts to provide them as much information as possible. And being honest means following through on whatever you say you're committing to doing. This will all help you earn people's trust and respect. In a remote work situation, leaders need to take extra steps to ensure that there is trust amongst their team and with themselves. By getting to know a person, defining vision and expectations, and communicating frequently, transparently, and honestly, leaders will be able to not only build greater trust, but also a higher performing team.